Колеги, доброго дня. Український
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. UCMC resumes its work, and our current topic is a humanitarian crisis in the east of Ukraine as a threat to Ukraine's sovereignty. Example of Stanytsia-Luhask region. We have Larysa Artiuhina, also Ruslan Kach, the school principal from Stanytsia-Luhask, and Tetiana Chepiga, the school principal from Teple village in the east of Ukraine. Tetiana, the floor is yours. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. Our in June, Donbas came back from the regular trip to the east of Ukraine, to Donbas, and I would like to share my impressions about this trip. We visited three schools at Platina village, Nizhny Teple village, and Stanytsia-Luhansk villages. We were assisted by the Lithuania Development Corporation and the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs of Ukraine in this, not only in this trip, but also in reconstruction of the schools. Thus, we managed to restore broken windows and some other elements of construction which now allow to function properly, allow the schools to function properly. We also not just traveled there, we took with us and delivered there a lot of visual aids like maps, like globuses, like many other training materials, and also we started such process as a book crossing, which provided these schools with an access to new books. Of course, we understand that just repair of school premises won't resolve the underlying problem that's of those schools. That's why we have organized a lot of after-school activities for children, like singing group, like dancing group, like musical instruments playing groups, and it seems to me that we managed to establish dialogue with the teachers and students of that three schools. And this was rather pleasant communication. Nevertheless, I would like to point out the situation in those schools could be named the humanitarian crisis, because all the premises which we visited, all the three buildings, are rather old. They are almost 40 years old, without radical overhaul during the all these years. For example, both in Teple and Novopetrivka, which villages we visited, you can see these windows. There are strong drafts in the classrooms, and the school principals decided to warm those windows, and they were covered with a transparent film, which allows the light to come, but you cannot neither open the window nor see what is behind the window. Also, there is both premises are very wet, and due to this, all the walls are slightly damaged with this with this wet atmosphere, and DTEC corporation allocated money for half of the roof, and the local state administration had to provide funds for another half of the roof to prevent water from going inside, and now half of the school preserves the old and damaged roof, and the water is coming inside, and the atmosphere in the classes is dangerous for children. Moreover, the CHP plant, which supplies worms to school, which supplies hot water to school. It is located far away from the school, and when the hot water for heating arrives to school, it is half chilled, and without Euro windows, you cannot preserve worms inside the premises. One more thing, the drainage system around the school is have not been repaired for dozens of years, and this source of spending is not even put as an item to the local budget, because we cannot expect that the schools will be able to allocate money for these purposes. In those schools, they have shortage of everything, beginning with the chalks, not to mention fences around schools, and not to mention the stationery for children. I've brought rather long list of all the things which they lack, and you can see in this list visual aids, books, stationery, material, a lot of materials, etc. I would like to quote this list of the school principal and parents and students of the Stanytsia-Luhask school. We are in better situations than other schools around us. There are no major damages in the school premises, but the school is very old, and we would request your assistance in changing 72 windows, allow us to buy equipment for sports activities, and some equipment for office equipment, like copier, like a computer, like a lot of sports equipment in many details, and also nets for football, for basketball, and we would like also to invite you to attend our school and deliver classes to our children in a form of free talk and friendly communication, just as you held in some other schools in our district. We, as far as I know, the school principals and students were very happy. I would like to emphasize once again that these are the schools close to the contact line, and they are happy that they were not damaged with shellings, but nevertheless, the school buildings are very old, and they require an extensive repairs. Now I would like to give the floor to Mr. Ruslan via Skype.
Ruslan, can you hear us? No, not yet.
Поки ми з'єднуємося, я ще трохи.
So I will tell about Petrivska school. 3 meters away from it, there's a cafe and bar. Local people, they drink and then beat the windows, broke the windows. And they also sell alcohol to school children. Good afternoon, Ruslan. You are online and Larysa speaking here. So the floor is yours. I am the director of the specialized school number 2 of Stanytsia-Luhask district. We requested Novy Donbas to help us in repairing the roof. We have a roof. The building which connects to buildings of our school, it was covered by a soft roofing. For a long time we didn't have any repair works. Then we signed an agreement, executed a contract between DTEC and the district administration to do repair works in our school. We did not receive any money from the district budget, but DTEC repaired half of the roof, and that was in December 2013. And 37,560 hryvnias were spent for that. But the quality of repair wasn't controlled by anyone. And that was done badly, and now it's leaking more than it used to leak before. We also addressed the district administration, but now we have no money to repair the roof. The roof is still leaking. The rain started, and the situation is not very good. Thank you. May I ask about windows, which you also make yourselves? I remember how we met in Nizhny Teply when Ruslan personally arrived, and he was taking all the glasses from windows that we were dismantling and was putting new. He came with his with the tractor, and he said, I need at least something because we have nothing. We just put the film, polyethylene film on windows. Our school is not old, but the situation is next to the school there is a bar, and the young people, when they drink, some of them start breaking windows, and in the result we need to put glasses, new glasses. The glasses, we didn't have any glasses, and I talked to the director of Nizhny-Teplovska school. They were replacing windows there, and the architecture of our school is similar to there. And their windows fit, their glasses fit our windows. So I took some workers, the tractor, and we took the glasses to repair our windows. And that's where I met Larysa Artiuhina, who is trying to help us. After that, we are trying to put new glasses. The workers do that, but from the inside in many classes, we just put the polyethylene film to close the windows. Do I understand you correctly that you are very close to Szczęście that is being shelled? Yes, we are 7 kilometers away from Szczęście. when there were shellings 2-3 times we had to go to the bomb shelter, and not just to glasses, but walls would be shaking. Thank you, Ruslan. We don't have much time. We have to finish. Thank you for being with us, and see you again. Yeah, see you again. But basically, you've heard the situation looks that we don't know who was luckier, the schools which were shelled or those which were not shelled, because in the schools which are old schools, the windows are also broken, and this is why I call it humanitarian disaster. Many ruined by the war facilities. In the result, we had to repair a lot of houses in Lugansk region. There is a private company, Blitzbook, with the director Bliskunov. They were functioning in Lugansk. Now they are re-registered in Severodonetsk. And this is the company, which is a private company, and they're conducting repair works in many places, Popasna, Stanytsia-Luhanska. And the director of that company, which doesn't execute his duties at a high quality, they don't finish their repair works on time in Teple, where there's a kindergarten. The children go there, but they did not finish repairing the roof. By the end of August, everything had to be ready. This company did not repair the sewage system, which is very simple. And now there's snow, but the roof hasn't been finished. They repaired the roof itself, but they did not organize the water piping system. Children go to kindergarten, which is not repaired. We talked to the director of the kindergarten, and they say that they cannot influence Mr. Bliskun. We talked to local activists, to local authorities, and the head of district administration said that he had no influence on Mr. Bliskun. A lot of money. Every budget is up to 1 million. They were writing about 900,000, and that was to repair houses of culture, kindergarten, schools. They either are not finished or are done not in a bad quality. So I would like to address everyone. Can we all together with the authorities, influence the private companies so that the situation is changed? We want to cooperate with authorities. We want to help Ukraine to build our country, to restore it. But neither the authorities nor volunteers manage to succeed. Let's get united. Let's help schools. If we can hear the director of the school, we will call Tatiana Chipiga.
Пані Тетяно, ви нас чуєте? У вас є зараз зв'язок? Бо він там...
Can you hear us, Tatiana? Good afternoon, Tatiana. Can you hear? Good afternoon, I hear. We have very little time left, so 2 minutes for you. I would like to address the volunteers of Novy Donbas on rendering assistance to repair school. We have problem with windows. Our school was not shelled, but because it's 42 years old, the windows are very old and almost broken. They are to be replaced, so please help us in replacing 74 windows in school and 10 windows in this gym. Thank you, Tatiana, for being so brief. Maybe you have some question. We have not met together. We will go to our schools for the week of the 19th of December, and we'll be looking for financing to help you. We will not leave you with such a problem in winter next to so-called LPR. One more thing, I will try to speak not quickly. There is a big problem, is the work of the communal services in Stanytsia-Luhask. There are heaps of waste there. In one of the schools we organized the so-called subotnik to clean the waste. The waste dump is 25 kilometers away, and for more than a year, people in Stanytsia-Luhask live with waste, in waste. They believe that that's just the element of landscape. So we addressed the head of the regional administration. Only one person works in communal services, that's the accountant. The head of district administration explained that all the waste trucks are not available because they were taken for the needs of the war. So we would like to know how much money was given to Stanytsia-Luhask for communal services and where the money is. Now we address our Western partners to help us. One of the ways to help to find the mayor of a small European town so that they can exchange the experience and give 3 trucks for transporting waste. And we need to organize the awareness campaign. We want to help efficiently. We have to change situation. We need to come out of the oligarchic system in which Ukrainian citizens have been living. So first, we need to help citizens to organize their life. Without that, Ukrainian propaganda looks like anti-Ukrainian. These Ukrainian territories have to become priority territories. Talking about inability of Ukrainian authorities, we address our European friends, the embassies of European Union, to help us find the team of managers who has the experience in a small European town. We want to organize for them the visit to Stanytsia-Luhask district so that they look at 24 schools and they develop the project of restoring these schools. We believe that these schools have to become communication centers in these districts. This is the only social project which is functioning. And having the project, you can look for financing, not just in the budget of Ukraine. We can address international donors. We will be also addressing directors of pedagogical universities about cooperation. We want to unite the needs of the universities with the needs of schools. The students of one university need pedagogical practice, but teachers and children in Stanytsia-Luhask district are looking forward to see young progressive people there. So we will suggest that the students can have their practice in these schools. We're ready to organize all the logistics. This will be a joint project of Novy Donbas with the universities, and only this way we'll be able to organize normal life, the sample type life near temporary occupied territories, so that people can see what are the changes taking place after Maidan, after the Revolution of Dignity. Unfortunately, the time is over. Thank you. Thank you to colleagues. Thank you.
Briefing.
Briefing of Mr. Demchyshin will take place in a few minutes.